Hi, my name is Sheila and I'm a senior in Calabasas High School, and I'm taking Senior Project, where it's 1 semester of research and 1 semester of doing a project related to said research. My project is cooking different cuisines from around the world to answer one question. What are the differences in flavor from different cuisines? I will be cooking different cuisines from around the world to figure out the answer to that question. But this is not a tutorial by any means, as I'll be cooking in the background while I'll be talking about the culture and history behind these different cuisines I'll be cooking.
For all the information I'll be using today, I'll be using an article by G Adventures on the origins of Filipino food. Although it's a traveling site, they provide a good amount of different influences on Filipino food throughout history. For all the recipes I'll be using, I will also link those in the description. Similar to Greek cuisine that I did last time, Filipino cuisine also consists of a lot of fusion flavors. As we go through the history of the country, we learn more about the components of flavor influences throughout the centuries. We begin with the Malayo-Polynesians around 3200 BC, which brings the base of the cuisine, including rice and methods of cooking such as steaming, boiling, and roasting. In this time period, the main protein of the meal would be seafood, livestock, and even the occasional reptile. Then as we go further into the history, when Chinese traders began to trade with the islands around 900 through 1300 AD, the time of the Song dynasty, a lot of new items were introduced that could be used in cooking. Some ingredients include soy sauce, bean sprouts, tofu, bamboo shoots, lemongrass, fish sauce, and noodles. Later comes along Spain in the 1500s. Magellan conquers the Philippines for Spain. Although Magellan was shortly killed afterwards, Spain decided to stay on the island, introducing new methods of cooking to the locals, such as preserving meats and spices, sautéing, and braising. Along with the introduction of preserving meats with marinade and spices, the locals developed a new cooking method dubbed Adobo, a method or flavor I use in one of the recipes I'm cooking now, adobo chicken. Other ingredients that were introduced into the area included corn, garlic, onions, tomatoes, and potatoes, as well as other spices that the Spanish brought. Dairy was also brought along with the Spanish, but was typically saved for the upper class or special occasions such as holidays. Common meals for the population were still based on Chinese influence at this time, as it was what they had more available. After the Spanish-American War in 1898, America inhabited the Philippines and began to influence the population there. As you know, at the time, America was already on its way to making everything convenient. And this is where convenient cooking staples were brought to the Filipino population, which can be seen through hot dogs, hamburgers, fried chicken, spam, canned condensed milk, and canned evaporated milk as well. A lot of common American cooking methods like freezing, pre-cooking, and sandwich making were also introduced to the Filipinos. Now on to what I've been making this entire time while talking. Like I previously mentioned, I'm making adobo chicken, a sweet, savory, and salty chicken dish commonly served with rice. The flavors of the Spanish and Chinese influence make a very clear appearance in this dish with the use of spices and as well as soy sauce. It's chicken thighs marinated in a sweet and salty sauce that is braised and then cooked in the sauce. Then to make something sweet, I made Turon without using jackfruit, which is commonly used in it. It's also known as banana lumpia. Lumpia is a Filipino dish that is a crispy spring roll filled with something either sweet or savory. Turon is a spring roll filled with saba banana and jackfruit, pan-fried, and then it's covered in cooked sugar. One thing I can truly appreciate about these recipes is that a lot of the stuff I own in my pantry can be used to flavor it, and it's very flavorful with something so simple. As well as I can use something else in place of something if I didn't have it, such as I didn't have white vinegar to marinate the chicken, so I used apple cider vinegar and it ended up all the same. As well as for the Turon, if I wasn't going to be able to get the spring roll wrappers or the bananas, I can use normal bananas. And looking online, I found that some people use very thin crepes to use to wrap the Turon. So when cooking anything, you can truly think about what you can replace if you don't have certain items. As well as I can use something else in place of something if I didn't have it, such as I didn't have white vinegar to marinate the chicken, so I used apple cider vinegar and it ended up all the same. As well as for the Turon, if I wasn't going to be able to get the spring roll wrappers or the bananas, I can use normal bananas. And looking online, I found that some people use very thin crepes to use to wrap the Turon. So when cooking anything, you can truly think about what you can replace if you don't have certain items. That is all, and thank you very much for watching this week.